Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loki here. Join me today as we plant up an Amaryllis bulb. So let's go. This video will apply if you have an Amaryllis bulb that you recently bought, or if you have an Amaryllis bulb that you had put down for dormancy and you're trying to wake it up. In this box, I have a number of Amaryllis bulbs that I've had for a bunch of years. And I've been doing this process of putting them in dormancy and then waking them up for quite a few years. It's a process I really enjoy. Amaryllis are not hardy here where I live in New Hampshire Zone 5B, but where you live, they might actually be a perennial and you don't need to dig them up every year. A lot of people like to buy Amaryllis bulbs year after year and then throw them away at the end of the season and treat them as an annual. And that's fine if you like to do that, but I like to extend the life of the bulb and basically recycle it, because why throw away a perfectly good bulb? I have many videos on my channel that talk about Amaryllis bulbs, be it waking them up from dormancy, how to take care of them after they're done blooming, and then how to put them back in dormancy. What I'll do is put links to all those videos down below, and I'll also pop up links to those videos up above, so be on the lookout for those. The bulbs in this box have been in this box since the end of August. They've been sitting downstairs in my basement. It is now early November. 2 months have passed. It usually takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks for a bulb to basically go from being planted to bloom. So let's go ahead, get the bulbs out of the box, and I'm going to show you what they look like and how I clean them up. Hello, little Amaryllis bulbs. How I've missed you so. It's been a long 2 months. It is time for you guys to wake up. Some people choose to stagger planting these up so that they have blooms all different times during the season. What we're going to be doing today is only planting one up, but what I'm planning to do after this video is I'm actually going to be planting all of these up, and they're going to bloom for me whenever they're going to bloom for me. During the last 2 months, I checked on these bulbs, which were down in my basement, about once a month, and I just felt the bulbs to make sure none of them were rotting. I choose to store my Amaryllis bulbs bare root. What that means is I removed the Amaryllis bulbs from the pots. I removed all the soil. That's not the only way to store an Amaryllis bulb. I could have stored them in their container pots that they were in. But either way, the first thing I want to do is remove all of the dead foliage. If you stored your Amaryllis bulbs for dormancy and you already removed the foliage, don't fear. It doesn't mean that you killed your bulb. I could have done that beforehand, or I could do it now. Either way works. So I'm going to go ahead and see if any of this pulls off, which it looks like it's coming off very easily for me. I don't want to force it. If it wasn't coming off easily for me, I do have hand pruners here, and I could have come in and I could have cut the foliage off. The next thing I can do, and this is optional, is I can remove some of this excess layer here. I don't want to go too crazy and remove all of it off. Just a little bit of it. It's more for aesthetic reasons, just so the bulb is cleaned up and looks a little bit nicer. I wanted to make this video for you for many reasons. Maybe you have your bulbs in dormancy and you're not sure what to do next. Or maybe you're going to buy, or maybe you'll receive an Amaryllis bulb, and then you'll be wondering what to do next. Can you keep it over the summer in dormancy and then wake it up? And that's as much as I want to peel off from the base of the plant. The next thing to do is shake off some of the soil that's on the bottom here. And the reason I'm doing that is it'll make it a little bit easier for me to go ahead and cut off the roots. A lot of the roots that are on here are roots from last year, so I want to remove those. So I'm going to come in with my hand pruners and I'm going to cut off any of these old roots that look very dry and they are a gray color or brown color. There are some other roots that are white. I'm going to actually keep them on. In previous years, I removed the roots before I put the bulb down in dormancy, and the bulb was perfectly fine. What I'm trying to say is there are so many different ways you can accomplish the same task. There's not just one way to do this. But when I stored these bulbs this past season, I just wanted to leave the foliage on until it died back naturally, and I wanted to leave the roots on there just so they could dry naturally. I'm using this plastic cover here just so I can collect all of this debris material so I'm not making a big mess. And that's just a close-up of how the bulb is looking right now. It could be sometimes when you take the Amaryllis bulb out of dormancy, you might see that it's already starting to push out some new growth, like a new leaf is starting to form. I'm not noticing that on this one yet. And that's what the bottom looks like. And right there, you can see it's starting to push out some new roots here as well. Now you want to find a pot or a container. Normally, you want to make sure it has drainage holes in the bottom. Some people will use a container that does not have drainage holes in it, and that's because they feel very comfortable when it comes to watering their amaryllis bulb. However, I will recommend you find a container that has a drainage hole in it, especially if you're new to this process. And the reason I'm saying that is if you overwater your amaryllis bulb, it's apt to rot. So if you have a drainage hole, at least the water can drain out, and that will help prevent your amaryllis bulb from rotting. You might notice some roots in there. So this is potting mix, and I am reusing potting mix I already had. I put boiling hot water on the potting mix because I wanted to kill off any sort of insects, any sort of fungus gnats that might be in there. However, you can also use brand new potting mix. You want to use something that is very well draining. You also want to choose a pot that is not much larger in diameter to the size of your bulb. And what I mean by that is I'm placing this in here so you can see there's not a lot of gap or not a lot of room between where the edge of this bulb is and where the pot is. That is really important because the bulb likes to be snug inside of its new home. And along with it being snug in terms of the distance between the bulb and the pot, you also want to make sure you're not burying your bulb too deep. You want to bury it just deep enough so that about half of it or a third of it is above soil level. They basically say the shoulder of your bulb should be above soil level. It doesn't need to be exact. Don't get too hung up on that. But you want to make sure you're anchoring the bulb in enough because when it blooms, you don't want it to fall over, but you also don't want it to be up too high. So I think that's actually pretty good. And what I'm going to do now is backfill with the potting mix around it. And I just have some potting mix over here, so I'm going to borrow from that. I was researching it a little bit. I was wondering if potting mix is the only option I have when it comes to waking up an amaryllis bulb. It seems like another way I could have done it is with water. I could use a small jar or a small container or vase and put stones and rocks in it. Then I could place my amaryllis bulb on top of that. In other words, there would not be any potting mix in there, just water. The big thing with that method, and I've never tried it before, but I am going to experiment with it for this year, is you just want the very bottom of your amaryllis bulb to be touching that water. Otherwise, the bulb will rot. So I'm just pressing down because I want to make sure that the bulb is good and anchored inside of the pot. But again, I want to make sure that the shoulders of my amaryllis bulb are above the soil level here. And that's pretty good. The potting mix that I'm using is already wet because I had put boiling water on it. However, if you're using dry potting mix, you want to go ahead and add a very, very small amount of water to the pot. And that just tells the bulb, okay, you now have a little bit of water. You're in a warmer location. It's time to wake up. While I'm cleaning up the rest of the bulbs, and that way you can see how many bulbs I have here. It's not a ton, but it's enough. I'm also going to chit-chat with you about other things you should be looking for when you're working with amaryllis bulbs. When it comes to the bulbs that I'm waking up, I'm going to be putting them in an area where they're getting a lot of sun. They need that bright sunlight and that warmth in order to wake up. So if you have a window, preferably that is south facing, that would be the best. The optimal temperature that you're looking for is somewhere in the ballpark of 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Amaryllis bulbs like it nice and warm. The estimated time that the bulb will bloom is about 8 weeks after you wake up the bulb. So if you are trying to stagger when the bulbs bloomed, keep that in mind. Or if you're trying to get them to bloom during the holidays, keep that in mind. But again, I don't try to aim for the holidays because I feel like that can be a disappointment if you're really trying to get them to bloom, let's say for Christmas. But I am starting this process fairly early, I feel. So I'm giving them enough time that maybe, just maybe, one of them will be blooming for me sometime between Christmas and New Year's, let's say. I'm also checking each of these bulbs. I'm pressing on them. And if they feel nice and firm, that's a good sign. Another good sign is when I'm looking up here and I'm seeing some green. That tells me that the bulb is still viable. It's still good. You'll notice I did not add any fertilizer when I planted my bulb. I feel like right now the bulb has what it needs to wake up. I was pretty diligent during the summer months of fertilizing these bulbs when they were outside. They were getting energy stored from the sunlight. I treated them basically as potted plants on my porch, and they were getting a lot of sun, but then I was also fertilizing them. I'm pretty sure I was just using the Miracle Grow, liquid Miracle Grow. For any of you that live in a warmer climate where Amaryllis are perennials, I want to hear from you. I want to know, how does it work where you live? I believe I read that the Amaryllis just bloom randomly. But what if you want to get your Amaryllis to bloom during the holidays? Do you have to also dig up the Amaryllis bulbs, put them in for dormancy, wake them up like I'm doing? I'm imagining you do, but I can't speak from experience since I've never done that before. So I'd love to know. At the bottom of this video, I will put a nice handy dandy timeline of different things you want to be doing when it comes to your Amaryllis bulbs, just so you can follow along. I might have started with 3 Amaryllis bulbs. One is a white color flower, one is pink, and one is red. And I forget all the names. I think one is called Minerva. But regardless, over time, the bulbs have multiplied, which is a plus. And that does happen with Amaryllis bulbs. You will get little baby bulbs coming off of the parent plant. And so expect to see that over time, that you will have baby bulbs coming off of the parent bulb. And I'm pretty sure these 2 here were little babies, and each year they're going to get bigger. They might not bloom for me for a couple of years, but each year they will get bigger. So I still take care of them and baby them and water them. I give them everything that the bigger bulbs are going to get, knowing that they might not even bloom for me. Like, I doubt this guy will bloom for me this year. But it's okay. I am growing it on for the reason that I want that bulb to get bigger and bigger and bigger until it does bloom for me. Here is my south side facing window, and that's where all of my potted Amaryllis bulbs will stay for the remainder of the season until next spring. I'm so excited to be waking up these Amaryllis bulbs. I feel like it is the start of the holiday season. If you've never bought an Amaryllis bulb before, maybe this is the year to try this process. It's a lot of fun. I want to hear from you. Do you grow Amaryllis bulbs? And if so, what is your process for waking them up, treating them as houseplants? Do you bring them outside during the summer months? Do you put them in for dormancy? Where do you put them in for dormancy and for how long? Please drop it down in the comment section below. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.